Hooty hoo! Hooty hoo! We're back. We're back like I said we was gonna be. Come one, come y'all. Come one, come y'all. This is the bakery at Bamboo Plaza. Welcome to your urban horoscope experience. Now what we're gonna be doing for right now is what is it? The Aries 2025 New Year's horoscope, your yearly horoscope for Aries. We covered the ones that we started with Aquarius. So the ones those are the ones that have been covered so far, and we're up to Aries. So we gonna do that. We finna do this. This is the bakery. It's a beautiful, beautiful Monday still. And we gonna get these, we gonna get them, get this out for y'all. We gonna get these recipes out for y'all, messages, cooking, getting it out to the people that need it. For nobody in particular, but somebody specific. Now y'all know why this is called the bakery is because we have recipes for life. And then we stop by the edibles rack and exchange information because since it got me through, I do want to share it with you. And if it got you by, maybe I can give it a try. So that's why we do that. We crack fortune cookies for the zodiac signs and for celebrities. And so I tied this kind of tight. I think I tied it too tight. And that's what we do. Call me now for your free reading. What we'll do is we're going over to Bio Bamboo, the lab, and put together a customized recipe for you based on what it is that you're trying to achieve at this time in your life. You know, it's different recipes for different moments and levels to life. You know what I'm saying? Just like it's different cakes for different occasions, it's different recipes for different moments of your life. And so you can call me now for your free reading. Call me anytime for your free reading. But you got the schedule, not anytime. It's $40. You get 15 minutes like Geico. And we gonna work on that. I can tell you the ingredients, but I can't sell you the sauce. You know how much of everything you need to put in there. You know how long you need to cook after it marinated. How long did you need to marinate? Those are all things that's but I can't give you the ingredients though. So let's go ahead and get right on into this. I don't want to take too long to get to the point of what the title of the video is because I told myself I wasn't going to be doing it. It's the title of the video, and I need to get to that within 10 minutes, not all this other nonsense. So let's go ahead and do it. Now, what we're doing is I want to have something special, something for each zodiac sign, since it's our New Year's episode. It's our yearly wrap up. So what we have for Pisces, who is this? Aries? I got this for y'all. Yep. Hoo-dee-hoo! It was time for do Pisces horoscope. Y'all see? It's for New Year. It's for your New Year horoscope. Get into the vibes. Get into the vibes. We parlaying. We big and back, but we parlaying at the same time. It's a vibe. It's a shindig. It's a whole function. So what we're gonna do is we want to make sure we got something for everybody. My mouth got a little juicy there. So we're gonna do everybody gonna get them a digital fortune cookie. And then we're gonna go and do the yearly horoscope for who we on? Aries. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Let's go ahead and slide on over there and get into it. All right. All right. Now, while we're working on this, I want y'all to keep a few things in mind. Okay, what you always gonna want to do is be your beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Know how to make a statement without making the sound. But you also always gotta know when it's time to hootie hoo. When it's time to motherfucking hootie hoo. You can't be trying to be cute and demure about everything. You can daintily cuss somebody out. I do it all the time. I be so cute. You can't even tell. People can't even tell. Sometimes people can't even tell if they getting cussed out or not because I be so dainty and respectful about it. Because I be right in what I'm saying. Because I be justified. I be righteous. I don't go the fuck off no more unless I'm right. I used to just be out of control, but now I can control how loud I'm about to get, how many cuss words I'm about to use, which insults are suitable and not too offensive to you know what I'm saying? So those are things you gotta know how to make a statement without making a sound, but you always also gotta know when to hooty hoo. Hmm. Now let's give everybody their digital fortune cookie and then we'll get into Aries's the Aries's yearly horoscope. So we're gonna start with Aries since we on the Aries, since this is an Aries video and stuff. We'll just start with Aries for the digital fortune cookie too. What y'all think about that? I like that. I like that. Aries, you are the controller of your destiny. Taurus, a focused mind is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. Gemini, the earth is a school, learn in it. Cancer, don't just spend time, invest it. Time is, I like, it's interesting to me when time is referred to like it's a currency. Like pay attention. It takes time to pay attention. Invest your time. Don't spend your time doing this. Don't waste your time. It's the same way we talk about money. Don't spend your time. Don't waste your money. You know what I'm saying? Don't spend your money. I mean, don't waste your money. Who was next? Gemini. Don't just spend your time. Invest it. Who was next? Cancer. Wealth awaits you very soon. Leo, a pleasant surprise is in store for you tonight. Virgo, serious trouble will bypass you. Amen to that. Libra, the human spirit is stronger than anything that can happen to it. Amen. Mind over matter. The spirit over matter. Who was next? Libra, you learn from your mistakes. You will learn a lot today. Oh, you gonna learn today, Libra. What's that for Scorpio? I think that was really for Scorpio, but let's give it, if it was, they got to. Those grapes you cannot taste are always sour. Uh, and you think it's some kind of way that it possibly could be sweet because you ain't never tasted it before, even though everybody else said it's sour. The universe said they always sour. Scorpio, baby. Sagittarius, sing and rejoice. Fortune is smiling on you. Capricorn, an unexpected acquaintance will resurface. Aquarius, a new outlook brightens your image and brings new friends. And finally, Pisces, I am a bad luck person since I was born. Uh-uh. Now, what kind of mess is that? Now, why would the universe talk to the Pisces like that's one thing I don't understand? What Pisces, did you do something, or is you over there feeling sorry for yourself or something like that? A lot of negative self-talk. Don't do that. Don't be doing that negative self-talk. And you know you did something and you know it's wrong and you know you could have done better. Maybe it's too late to change it now. Maybe you did it on purpose. Maybe you didn't. The universe is talking shit. Something. I don't know. But we gonna get this off the screen and we gonna give Aries another fortune cookie since this is an Aries video. Everything will be okay. Don't obsess. Time will prove you right. You must stay where you are. Okay, Aries, that was for you. Did you hear that? That was for you. You rewind it and write it down. Y'all know it's my suggestion that y'all get a little notebook and write down your fortune every day. That every fortune that you get from the bakery, write it down and have it in a notebook. so that you can look back at it sometimes and you can reminisce on how you were affected by that. Or maybe you might be at a phase in your life where you can be affected by the fortune or feel something. You know what I'm saying? And have it resonate with you in some type of way. That's what we was going for. Okay. So what we gonna do now is we're gonna get into the Aries yearly horoscope. Let me see how strong my signal is coming in. Hopefully my signal is coming in. I'm getting in trouble. Hopefully my signal is coming in pretty strong so we can cook up a good recipe for the Aries in about and it won't take long. I'm not gonna try to force it. If y'all ain't getting it, you need to make it make sense. I done told you plenty of times. You got to think fast, but be slow to keep up with some of this shit. To fully absorb it. You know, you got to think fast, but stay on your pivot. Look around. And do you need to slow down and go down another path, create your own path? That might be necessary. That might be a necessity in order for you to get to where you want to go. To your definition of success. What is your definition of success? Everybody got their own definition. All right, now this is your urban horoscope experience at the bakery in Bamboo Plaza near the Himalayas, right near the Himalayas. So I got the recipes. Like I said, I can tell you the ingredients, but I can't sell you the sauce. What we're going to do now is I'm going to read Aries 2025 horoscope. And then we're going to translate it because that's what I do. I translate the horoscopes. You can follow along with me at horoscope.com. Go to Aries and then pull up the yearly horoscope. And I'm a translator for us to do the best I can to the best of my ability. The signal that I get from the universe, using the signal that I get, I'm going to translate it. All right. And I'm going to read it first. Hoo-doo! Aries, we wrapping up this your yearly horoscope. Come on with it. Come on. Come on. Come on in here and listen. Now these recipes. I cook them up so goddamn good. You might feel like this applies to you. Now it's for nobody in particular, but somebody specific. Now what I want you to always do is keep in mind. You're gonna hear some shit. It's gonna sound so good. It's gonna be like your ears is just eating it up. It's just savory to your soul. It's just flavorful to your spirit. You know what I'm saying? Damn, you want to slap your mama. That's how good these recipes is coming. This is the Aries 2025 horoscope. But I encourage everybody to stick around because the shit is so good. You could tell somebody else they might be an Aries, they might not. But you need to exchange this information. That's how we keep the community strong. Because since it got me through, I want to share it with you. And if it got you by, maybe I can give it a try. Hoodoo! Aries 2025 horoscope. Let's do this. 2025 is a year of new beginnings and bold transformation, Aries. The cosmic stage is set for major change that catapults you into new realms of growth, manifestation, and identity exploration. In January, the Pisces North Node begins its journey through your 12th house and asks you to release the past, while the Virgo South Node in your 6th house emphasizes the importance of self care. Eclipses in these areas in both March and September act as catalysts, helping you release old patterns to enjoy a healthier, more balanced life throughout the year. In March, Neptune enters Aries in your 1st house of self and invites you to explore your creative, sensitive side. The March Aries eclipse pushes you into a new chapter, while both Venus and Mercury retrograde in your sign encourage you to pause and reflect before making life altering decisions. In May, Saturn also moves into your sign, marking an incredible time of self discovery that demands maturity and self reliance. In the first half of the year, Jupiter in Gemini traverses through your third house of communication. Jupiter is known to expand, so expect exciting news and revelations. The vibrant, this vibrant phase prepares you for June when Jupiter enters Cancer in your fourth house of environment and emotions. Your focus turns inward toward the foundations of your life, potentially leading to a relocation, family expansion, or strengthening of close relationships. Uranus, the planet of unexpected surprises, moves out of Taurus in your second house of money and into Gemini in your third house of communication. Under the experimental influence of Uranus, your self expression will be electrified. In 2025, you're called to harmonize responsibility with self care, embrace transformation, and follow your heart. All right, before I got started, I was gonna say this phone gonna give out before I do because I got it plugged up and the battery running. But damn it, what is this? The fourth video today? Cause I'm trying to play catch up, you know, and things, and I'm trying to get my YouTube channel going, even though I ain't handed out no flyers and I don't be making no attempts to get subscribers. Uh, I want to get this thing off the ground. I want people to come see what I want them to see when they get here. I said it was going to be my first 20 videos that I was going to start handing out the flyers and making an attempt to get subscribers. But I didn't do it. I came up with another reason and another excuse not to do it, which is, was it all the way, was it giving what I wanted it to give? And it was not. So today I decided, instead of me focusing on what is appealing and interesting for me, it got to make sense when people look at the channel. What they come to look for is what they seeing matching up with the fuck they came to look for, not just some fly ass shit I picked out. You see what I'm saying? All right, so let's try to translate this yearly horoscope for Aries. So it said it's a major change that's gonna catapult you into new realms of growth. You're gonna be growing into areas you didn't even know that you could grow into. You know what I'm saying? New realms of manifestation. You're gonna be manifesting things that you didn't even know that it was possible for you to manifest this and bring it to fruition in your life. And identity exploration. Okay, it's that, to me, that's, always being intentional. Um, looking inside yourself and making sure you are being who you want to be. You're always exactly where you're supposed to be in any moment in time. But are you always who you want to be? And when people get mad and they say, "Oh, your true character came out," why was my anger my true character? How come all this time I'm not mad 98% of the time, but this still 2% and that's my true character? Okay. But you know what just occurred to me when I was saying that while I'm talking mess? People could mean the things that you say when you're angry. That's telling me what your true character is and why you live in the way you live it. It's because you said this because you feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, for whatever reason, things that, so that could be that. But for you now, it's catapulting you, which means you're getting there quick, fast, and in a hurry. So you're not even gonna be really uncomfortable when you experience this growth, this manifestation, this identity exploration. It's not even gonna be an uncomfortable thing for you, because the stage was set for it. It said the comic stage was set for a major change. And it's talking about, it's a year of new beginnings and bold transformation for you, Aries. And so that seems like something sparkly, worth looking forward to when I'm picturing it. It seems sparkly. You know what I'm saying? Sparkly and strong, right? Because the stage was set for it. So boom. Now what's going on in January? It said the Pisces North Node is going over to your house, and you need to let go of the past. Now, what a good way to let go of the past, you can look for on this channel here, the Bakery channel. Look for the recipe for DONE, dodging the onset of negative emotions. There's the breakdown of the ingredients in the recipe, and then there's the visual for it, so you can find that. Haven't even quite wrapped it up yet. I knew it was a part that was missing when I was working on it, but it came out while we was cooking it. It just didn't taste all the way right, so I'm still working on that last part of the recipe. But part one and part two is up for your viewing, for your absorbing, for your, you know what I'm saying, take that shit in and apply it to your life. Um, if when you need to let go of the past, it's telling you to release the past, Aries. And then the importance of releasing the past is for self care. It's saying you don't forgive other people for them, you forgive people for yourself. It's almost like you forgiving yourself. It's almost like, are you mad at somebody else because of, you feel like it's something they did, but you don't want to allowing yourself to be mad about it. I'm not even gonna say you allowed that to happen, but you know you can't keep on holding on to it. You gotta learn how to let it go by staying present and by, y'all go to the recipe for DONE. The visual would probably get you to the point faster, but you want to listen to how I break it down. It's good. What the fuck is let it go? What the fuck is deal with it? You know what I'm saying? We get into that when people say that stuff because it's easier said than done. It's simple but not easy. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what we break down the recipe. So it's gonna be the importance of letting go of the past is for your own self. That stress is in your body. That trauma is in your energy, and you don't want to hang on to that and hold on to it like that. Um, that's what it's for. Um, and I don't know why it's telling me it's not for you to feel like you better than somebody. You might have somebody in your life making you feel like, oh, by you being strong and being able to let go of the pain and the trauma, you think you better than them, or they feel like you better than them, or maybe you give off a different energy, you give off a different vibe. Maybe you just peaceful and more humble, and that's what's coming across to them. And so it don't matter. It's for you. You got to let go of that past for you. If they want to hang on to that pain and trauma, that's on them. In both March and September, the eclipses, it's going to be, there's going to be an eclipse in March and in September, and they act as a catalyst. See, it's an energy and it's a gravity that pulls, according to what they tell us up at the school in the science class. The moon got its energy, and the sun got a gravitational pull, and the moon has a gravitational pull. So when these eclipses happen, it's going to tug at you. It's going to be a catalyst. It's going to be like some yeast, because a catalyst speed things up, makes things go faster and grow faster. Like yeast. We got a lot of yeast up in this bakery. And so what you're going to want to do is sprinkle some of the that's when you're going to have the best supply of yeast in March and September to release the old patterns, to enjoy a healthier, more balanced life throughout the year of letting go of the past. Okay, let's go ahead and move around to this next little part. In March, Neptune enters the house of self and invites you to explore your creative and sensitive side. Okay, well, let your wall down for yourself. You might be holding yourself back or feeling like you are not in a place in your life where you should do certain things or express certain things, or you don't have the right to say things. You know how maybe this is for men. It's more common for you all to not have feelings and to not express your feelings, be stern and don't cry about shit. You know what I'm saying? Big boys don't cry and stuff like that. The message that we're getting from the universe is you're being invited to explore your creative, sensitive side, to let that wall down. Even if it isn't for somebody else, even if it isn't for the general public or for your family, or for let it down for yourself, in a creative way. You ain't gotta tell nobody. Find some creative way to release the things that's pent up in you. And it ain't gotta be nothing. It can still be something that's masculine. I think Ayanna Van Zant says that men need 30 minutes of physical activity every day, like just period, just off the rip, just off top. So it ain't necessarily got to be something that might be considered feminine or girly, but do something creative to release some energy. Do something creative to nurture I feel like that's your sensitive side. That's a way that you can nurture your sensitive side on your own without expecting anybody else to do it, without expecting anybody else to understand, without feeling resentment in relationships because the person ain't getting that's what you need. And it's not their fault that they don't get it, and you don't want to hold it against them and lose that good relationship. That's what the way that it's been in this society all this time on TV and the movies and the books. The person like you is not supposed to be expressing yourself. But you don't have to hold that against them. You just find a way to let your guard down. And do you express yourself to your own self? Are you sensitive with you? Practicing something and not knowing how good you're going to get it the first time is a very sensitive thing, even if nobody else is looking and watching. So take your creativity to the next level when it's time for you to do that. Aries, we reflect a new chapter, Mercury retrograde. Now, in your sign, encourage you to pause and reflect before making life-altering decisions. Okay, so what do people be saying? Don't be doing nothing. Don't make no decisions while it's Mercury retrograde or something like that, or don't. So pausing, you should do that. You should try to. That's a good practice anyway, but specifically during this time, um, during the Mars eclipse. Um, Pause before making life altering decisions. Weigh the pros and cons. Consider what your ultimate goal is and how you want to get there and who you want to be there with you. I'm about to get us a ring light. I'm going to get us a ring light. Consider all that stuff before you make a life altering decision and who it's going to affect and how much that matters to you. Okay. Now it said in May, Saturn is going to move into your sign. Now, this marks an incredible time of self-discovery that demands maturity and self-reliance. You got to be mature about when you're discovering things about yourself. That's what I'm saying. To me, being mature is like letting a wall down because you kind of want to be petty and deal with things in the same old way. I know my collar ain't crooked and deal with things in the same old way that you kind of have normally always dealt with it, right? But you got to be mature enough not to do that. You got to be real with yourself, and that can be a sensitive thing. Holding yourself accountable, keeping it real with yourself, and acknowledging that you need to adjust something that you're doing. That's mature. You know what I'm saying, and that's letting that wall down. For your own self, and it demands maturity and self-reliance. You got to rely on yourself. You can rely on yourself to be able to do that. Um, what else? Self-reliance for what? Life-altering decisions. Reflect. Could that be involved? Could that mix some of that in together and see how that tastes? We're not gonna go too far into it, but it seemed pretty. Y'all get it right if it's a life-altering decision. Um, you better make sure you can rely on yourself. Make sure you put yourself in a position to be self-reliant if you're gonna make a life-altering decision. In the first half of the Gemini, communication. Okay, the house of communication. Okay, so Jupiter is known to expand like yeast. We were just talking about the yeast. It's a lot of yeast in this here bakery. And so Jupiter is known to expand. So expect exciting news and revelations. Okay, you're gonna be getting some exciting news, some revelations. Now, as I got older, I came to realize that exciting doesn't always mean positive. Exciting can mean we got upset. Oh, you excited the whoop. I came to learn that. But it's giving positive. It's giving something worth looking forward to. Don't let me rain on your parade. Don't let me sprinkle nothing that don't need to be on no clouds, none of that. So it is going to be exciting news. It's a vibrant phase. Okay, you're gonna be busy. It's gonna be things going on, in your environment and your emotions. So, if you taking this around this time, you looking inward toward the foundations of your life. Oh, see now that see, it's exciting, but it's a lot of pressure. It can be a stressful time. It's exciting news and revelations. You discovering new things about yourself. You're discovering new things about things that you never thought about. You know what I'm saying? And so it's making you turn inward toward the foundations of your life, new things you never thought about, things about yourself that new revelations and shit. Now it's potentially leading to a relocation. Now this is those big life decisions that they were talking about. Family expansion, that's a big uh, decision too, and the strengthening of close relationships. So all that is exciting. All that is exciting. Now, positive. Now, it's going. It seems like it's going to be a bunch of different aspects to this. A bunch of different moving parts, and each moving part is going to have its own mood. You know what I'm saying? Each moving part is a different level. The first steps might start off kind of light. Once you get to the middle, things start getting a little bit more serious. And then once you start reaching toward the end, you made it to the end, your conclusion, things start getting more uh, favorable again, more, I want to say flavorful, like more tasty to you, like more, okay, this is what I did this for. You finally get into the good part. You know what I'm saying? How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? You gonna know. You gonna know. Okay, so Uranus, that was always my favorite planet when we studied the planets in school. Uranus, the planet of unexpected surprises, moves out of Taurus and into your second house of money, out of Taurus in your second house of money, and into Gemini, your third house of communication. Your self-expression will be electrified. Okay, so remember we talked about whatever you was doing to um let whatever feelings and emotions that you have inside of you to express that, to let that out. That's going to be electrified. Okay, since the Gemini is in the house and the communication and stuff. So I feel like what's going to be electrified is your ability to communicate it. You might start off a little shaky at first, but you're gonna get it down pat and it's gonna turn into a beautiful thing to the point where you almost gonna want to share it with other people. You love it enough to maybe put together an album and share it. Maybe you could act like you didn't even do it. It's just something that you came across. Maybe the closest person to you will know, oh, that's what you've been working on. That's how you ain't been cussing me out lately. It hasn't been, or maybe you ain't been cussing the person out, but maybe there's tension. Maybe there's an elephant in the room. And once you find a way to creatively let your own wall down to express, be mature enough to express your what's the sensitivities that you got inside of you, your feelings and your emotions and shit, it reduced the amount of tension that was an elephant in the room, kind of the low key resentment that you have for this person that might make you snap and cause arguments even when you didn't want to, even if you were very apologetic for it. Once you get to doing what we just said, I keep saying it over and over again, you're gonna find that it's easier for you to communicate with this person. That tension is gone, that resentment has risen. It then burned up and died just based on the simple fact that um you took care of yourself, and and you didn't hold it against this person that they couldn't quite put their finger on or figure out exactly what you needed. You can't nobody make you happy. You got to be happy already, and somebody else can add to it and add to your life. But ain't nobody gonna make you happy. Um, um, you harmonize responsibly with self care, embrace transformation, and follow your heart. Follow your heart, embrace transformation, and embrace these things that these new things that you're gonna want to be and do intentionally. What was the theme? And harmonize responsibly with self care. What was the theme here for? Okay, I feel like we cooked up a pretty good recipe for our Aries there. We got to it. We got to it. Okay, I'm gonna. I like that. What y'all think about the Aries year recipe? Did it cook up okay? Let me know. Let me know. I want to see because I'm feeling. I want to see. Is there a theme for each zodiac sign for the year? I'm not gonna. The theme for the Aries horoscope. I feel like the theme for Aries horoscope for the year might be mm, a focus on yourself. Doing. I feel like mm, um don't have somebody else. If you want it done right, do it yourself. There we go. There we go. If you want it done right, do it yourself. Now you may be expecting this person, you know what they say in the movies, in the books, and on TV. They're supposed to be my everything. You're supposed to know everything about me. Every relationship ain't the same. Figure out what works for y'all. If it's important to you, you don't want to lose this relationship for whatever reason. Maybe it is for the kids, whatever the reason is. Self-soothe yourself in a creative way. Find a creative way to release those emotions. If you want it done right, do it yourself. Find a creative way to release the sensitivities, the pressures of the day, the pain, the trauma that might be inside you, all that stuff. Okay, so I feel like that was the thing for Aries for 2025. If you want it done right, do it yourself. Now let's crack your fortune cookie. It's your real fortune cookie. Aries, I'm getting in trouble. This is a real fortune cookie for the Aries. And they still together. I've been traveling around the city with these fortune cookies. All of them should be broke. The Aries still, yeah, feel good. The whole nice one that's still put together good. We're gonna crack it open for you and see what message the universe has for you. Ready? A real patriot is the fellow who gets a parking ticket and rejoices that the system works. Okay. Your long Chinese word is basketball, Lan Ki Q. Your lucky numbers are 28, 14, 35, 32, 49, and 9. And again, Aries, your 2025 fortune cookie. A real patriot is the fellow who gets a parking ticket and rejoices that the system works. Y'all know I don't like to translate the fortune cookie, but I feel like this relates. Um, if you want it done right, do it yourself. See, most people will get mad at getting a parking ticket, right? But that's the way everything is set up to go. And you going along with the system any other time. So why are you mad that you getting a parking ticket? You know what I'm saying? If you was a real patriot, you would appreciate that goddamn motherfucking parking ticket. Okay. And so what it's telling me is that how your yearly horoscope was wanting for you to take the responsibility for your happiness and for dealing with things and tension, what might be an elephant in the room, what might be some pressure from earlier that day or some leftover mess from last week, and you can't quite express that, or you don't want to, you don't feel comfortable expressing, or you feel like it don't matter because it's still gonna be the same, or you it didn't change how you feel, but you do want to get it off. It is bothering you in some kind of way. You want to get it out of you, right? We talked about that. creatively expressing what's sensitive to you, your sensitivities and what you're feeling. And so the this fortune from the universe, a real patriot is the fellow who gets a parking ticket and rejoices that the system worked. You got to look at it in a different way. You got to take it have a different perception and take things from a different vantage point. The universe is given, and that's the only way you're gonna be able to accept some shit. You just gonna have to try to see it from somebody else's shoes. Um, like whatever is the pressure is, whatever you pressed about, whatever is built up inside of you, it is what it is. You know how they say take it with a grain of salt. You know how they say bite the bullet. Just accept that this is a part of the whole process of what goes on. Now, do you want to be a part of this shit or not? And what's the alternative? You know what I'm saying? If you not, is there any other way for you not to be a part of this shit? Your ass gonna have to leave the country. Is you gonna have to destroy things that you have already spent time building? That's not what you want to do. What makes more sense for you to do is a real patriot is a fellow who gets a parking ticket and rejoices that the system works. Say, hey, I'm happy that I'm here to play my role and do what I'm supposed to do. I'm happy that that bullshit happened to me today because it showed me this and that. You know what I'm saying? Or it just helped me to when the next time some shit come up, I'm not even gonna react in the same way. I'm not even gonna respond and reply in the same way, because everything that happens is 10% of what happened is 90% how you reacted, right? So what you're gonna want to do is creatively express that, rejoice that shit is working the way it should, even if you don't like it. Be happy that things is going to flowing the way that they're supposed to, and also be happy that you're needed and that you're expected in some way, however this applies, whichever part of that applies to you, take that. These messages are for nobody in particular but somebody specific. We're gonna move on to the Tories to the Taurus 2025 yearly horoscope, and we're gonna do it like that. Until again we meet, keep it sweet.